EB Studios.
Okay, so to our listeners, already I said our topic is positive mindset, the concept of positive mindset in personal development. So Mr. Sadiq is here with us, and then time is not by our side. So without much I say or do, let me just go straight to him for us to begin the discussion. So Mr. Sadiq, you are once again welcome to Dongo FM, and good afternoon to you.
Thank you so much, Miss Karima, and good afternoon to you too. I have to confess, you're not looking bad this afternoon, as
Wow,
usual.
thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure.
Okay, so looking at our topic today, I think it goes with two different broad topics.
Yeah,
They are related and we are combining them together. One is positive mindset,
yeah,
and then the other one is personal development. So, for easy understanding of people, I would like us to separate them before we merge them together.
okay.
So, coming to think of positive mindset to you, what is it about, and how can one make his mindset positive?
Wow. Thank you so much once again for always coming out with more standard topics or discussion every week.
Okay.
And then, like you said, this is a broad topic or field of study which cannot be dealt with independently. It has to be dealt with integrated. So, breaking it down with your and with reference to your question, positive mindset. Well, in my own point of view, I would define the positive mind as uh, having that kind of mind that is optimistic about the possibilities of the world, and which enables you to see things not as they are, but as they can possibly be. Having a mind
Okay.
which is optimistic about the possibilities of the world, which also enables you and guides you to see things not as they are, but as it can possibly be.
Okay.
So,
So, how they are,
yes,
if that is how it can be,
yes,
won't you refer it to that?
yes. In simple ways, it gives you a clear view, a good view of the world.
Okay.
Yes, when you have a positive mindset, well, based on my definition, all I'm trying to say is that it gives you an understanding of how things work. So you don't look at things from the negative or the wrong side. You always try to see things at the good side of it. You
Okay.
focus more on the good aspect of every situation of life.
All right. So, how then do you live with positive mindset?
Well, living with positive mindset start first, as I always talk about when it comes to how. It always starts with a decision. Yes, you have to always make a decision to be positive.
Okay.
Yes, and then when you make this decision, that means you have to focus your mind always on positive things, in the good aspect of life. Always direct your thinking or your way of life towards the good aspect of life in every situation.
How about if you think about the bad or
Yeah.
negative
And it's
ones?
not it's not totally wrong to think about something bad.
Because
As
anything
human,
is possible of
yes, as
happening.
human we are we are created
Okay.
and designed in such manner. But as long as you think positively, something negative will always come. But as long as the negative comes, you should always find a way of evaluating yourself out of it.
Okay.
Yes. So two, I also say to develop, to have that kind of positive mindset, you must surround yourself with what I call the OQP, only quality people.
Only quality
Yes,
people. Okay.
people who cause you to think for yourself, people with positive mindset, because it is said that the what you become or what becomes of you in the next 5 to 10 years depend on the people you surround yourself with, and then what you read.
Really?
Yes, because they will constantly feed you with what? Negativity. Or you surround yourself with negative people,
Okay.
or people who don't think straight. They will constantly what? Feed you with those kind of wrong message. And the mind, as it is designed, is in its own nature. It's more like a path.
Okay.
Just imagine a field where there is constantly foot walking through it. Always. What happens? There's going to be a road created through it. Yes, the field is lying, no matter the kind of vegetation on that field, as long as people, their activities on that field, definitely there's going to be a path created on it.
Okay.
Yes. So when the path is created, then automatically you can never think straight, because they will always, in every aspect for them, is a no. In every aspect of their life, they don't see it the other way. No, no, it's always a no. So you are close to them, they feed you constantly, feed you constantly. So when that kind of channel or path is created in your mind, you also begin to what? To think negatively.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Surround yourself with what? Only quality people.
But don't you also think that those people with negative minds are equally important? Because sometimes there are those who pushes you to do the right thing, to get you away from laziness.
Definitely. People with negative talk, it depends on, when we are talking about a positive mindset here. You see, one, you have not developed that positive mindset. So when you today I face you, you have your mind is still not yet made up and about yourself, and then I tell you that, hey, look, you're just a shame. For you, you're a failure. Constantly I tell you, you begin to embrace it. There are people today who are not making any effort in life because from the beginning of their life, their parents have constantly defined them in a certain way. They have been raised by negative-minded parents.
Okay.
And this negative-minded parent constantly pour abusive word on these children. So they are nurtured, their mind, there's that path has been created. So for them, there's nothing good about their life. So, but if you are you have the path of positivity is created in your mind. Whenever you associate with a negative person, the person serves as an inspiration to you.
Okay.
So when they say you can't, for you hear I can, or you pick it more as a challenge to prove to them that it is possible.
So that is where I was coming from.
Yes. So I am.
Those people rather inspire you.
Yes.
Sometimes.
That
but
is when.
Depending on who you are.
Yes, depending on the thinking that guides your mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So of what outcome does positive mindset have?
You see, when you develop a positive mindset, when you are positive,
Okay.
your overall mood will improve.
Really?
Yes, you will always have no reason to worry. That is why you just have to keep smiling. Then mostly you confuse your enemies.
Okay.
Yes, they will be like, why is he not feeling the heat? Under every pressure you are smiling because you are able to control the pressure. That's why in my definition I say you see things not as it is, but as it can be. Let me tell you a true story here where after my WASI, I went and printed my results, and then I could see some fail in my paper, my results.
Okay.
Yes. When the lady showed out the result and asked me, should I print it? I said yes. Then she began to print it. I was smiling at her. Then she asked me, but why are you smiling? I told her, I'm making it. Then you're like, you have failed this particular course. I said, yes, I'm aware. That's what I'm telling you, I'm making it, because it is said that the fastest way to succeed is to increase the rate of your failure.
Wow.
So I with the kind of mind that I've been built with, I embrace failure as part of success. Yes.
Wow.
So
some people will not understand you.
Yes. If you don't fail, you can't succeed. If there's not bitterness, what do you talk about sweetness? Is it that?
Okay.
Yes. So it is just like the salt. When salt is missing from the soup, you feel its presence. That's where you will notice that there's no salt in the soup. But if there's salt in the soup, you don't even feel its presence. So when your mind, like you have conditioned your mind in certain anger, whatever comes, you look at it in a different way.
So without failure, you won't be able to
Achieve success.
know how success is.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm looking at personal development.
Okay.
How will you explain that one for our understanding?
Okay. Personal development.
Yes. How does one develop himself or herself?
How does one develop himself or herself? Well, okay, this is also another broad area. This concept is also another broad area of study, which has to do with every aspect of human life. Every single aspect of human life, be it social, spiritual, be it emotional, it has to do with it. But if you are asked to define it, I would say it's any activity that you intentionally carry out, okay, that you intentionally, it is an intention you have made to carry out in order to improve certain aspect or every aspect of your life.
The
Yes.
intention.
Yes, intention.
Okay.
Before you, like I was saying, if you want to develop yourself, you will intentionally, you have to make that intention to do it.
Okay.
So any activity that you are carrying, when I don't think when you pick a knife and you begin to rub it against a stone or to sharpen it, you have made the intention to what? To sharpen that knife.
Okay.
Purposely for what? For a specific use.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you are making it more intentional, you make the intention to update certain aspect of your life or to improve it, because either something is wrong with it or no, you want to bring it to the to certain standard.
Bring that intention to
Yes.
change.
Yes.
Or upgrade yourself, you won't be able to develop.
Definitely. So and then you see, self-development in its own is just a phrase. Yes, it's just a phrase, and then it's synonymous to self-improvement. Yes, development is the same as self-improvement.
Okay.
So to develop yourself means what? You are improving yourself. So it is not a one-time thing, something that you say, oh, I have developed myself. No. It is a lifetime thing.
Alright.
Something that is continuous.
But you must begin from somewhere.
From somewhere.
Okay.
Yes.
So what does it take to develop yourself?
What does it take to
Yeah.
develop yourself?
Will it be time, money, exposure? What
Wow.
does it take to develop
These are all key components.
Okay.
Yeah, they are all key components of self-development, because you will need time. The nature itself, nature itself operates based on the principles of time. So to update yourself or to improve or develop yourself, you will need time to improve yourself.
Time.
Definitely, you will need time to improve yourself, because out of all that your busy schedules, you will need to sit down and then look at certain aspect of your life. Where do I have a problem, or how do I correct certain aspects of my life? Okay.
So time is part of
Time
those
is part.
needs.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily one thing.
It's not
you
necessarily
need
one thing
to develop
yourself.
Okay.
Money is also part, because when developing yourself, assuming you want to develop yourself mentally. Mentally, you want to develop yourself, it means you must expose yourself to certain kind of materials.
Okay.
Yeah, you might maybe say you are going to listen to certain podcasts or audios from great speakers. You might also say maybe I want to read books, and all these things you need to buy them.
Okay.
Yes, if it is maybe you want to attend seminars, some of them you need to book for them. Yes, if maybe you are you need to seek the consent of a consultant. Most of these sometimes it involves what? Money. Yes. And then when you talk about the exposure, the world we are in today, it is all about who you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
But
what
yeah,
you know.
not what you know.
Okay.
So they are all components. But then it is not limited to that. The most essential component I will talk about is what? Commitment and dedication.
Wow.
Yes, commitment and dedication in regard to this. You might not need, you can have the money, you can have all the time in the world, but if you are not committed and dedicated, you will
So
not
what you are
yes
intending to do.
to do. Then, in fact, it will be a waste of time. How many people do you know have been selling water in Tamale here from day one? Since you grew up, you know them to be selling water. Till date, they have been going to the market, they have been getting this, and they pick loan, they sell one, but till date they don't even have fridge of their own. Yes, there are some people, they only go and buy ice block and come and pour it on the water.
So what's the reason? They are
That
not committed.
is, yeah, the issue has to do with when we talk about the improvement.
Okay.
Yes, improvement where you are going to develop. You see, sometimes you have just put 1 CD, 2 CD, 3 CD down, you are beginning to save to buy something.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden something pop up. Or you went and asked of the price of the fridge. And they're telling you that the price of fridge maybe is 3,000. And maybe what you have now is maybe 100 CDs or 50 CDs. And then you every day you will just be living like maybe you starve yourself just to do that, to save some money. And all this way. Do you think if you are not committed, you will give up on that?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. And if you are not dedicated to what you do, you also end up giving up even on the entirely aspect of what you should be developing on.
Okay.
Yes. So in this regard, if I am selling pure water today, I am picking from someone and I'm selling, I have to be dedicated and committed in that field, and then learn every aspect of that business, any information that I need to get, read more about it, or ask more about it, get exposed to it in such a way that when after the whole thing, a year or two, I should be able to get a fridge of my own.
Then you'll be working.
You'll be working towards it. Okay. Then you set another goal. Okay, in 5 to 10 years time, I should at least be able to get to start a pure water factory.
Okay.
Yes, this is the improvement or development we are talking about.
Alright.
Yes, you start somewhere and constantly update yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
So it means you need both time, money, exposure,
yes.
dedication, and also
yes.
commitment in order to develop yourself. So does this personal development include personal branding?
Well, wow. Personal branding, yes. I would say yes, it includes personal branding. With regards to this, personal branding is a subset of personal development. Okay. But they are two different things altogether.
So what are the differences?
Okay, so with regards to this, I told you that having self-development has to do with what? Making the intention to update certain aspect or every aspect of your life.
Okay.
Okay, but when it comes to personal branding, it is more of a marketing strategy.
Okay.
It is what? It is an intention or conscious effort made to influence the mind of people.
Okay.
Towards to influence the mind of people to have a different thing, like to see you in a different way.
Okay.
Or to have a different perception about you.
Different perception about you.
Yes.
What if that
based on what you see yourself
they are to see about
yes.
you is really what we are becoming?
It's really yes. So that is the difference. In personal branding, okay. It can be that what you are seeing stands or it does not stand. Let me bring myself down to let's bring ourselves down to certain levels. Excuse me to use these examples.
Okay.
We see certain musicians in our country. I'm the best rapper in the whole of Ghana. No rapper can stand on my way. Some of them you know clearly. There's no record to show.
Okay.
Or I'm the best musician. Or I'm the best this. Some of them you know clearly. There's no record. But then the person put himself to that level and he portrays that image. So you create certain kind of image which possibly might not even be true.
So that is the branding.
That's the branding.
Okay.
I'm the best cook. or when you come to the best fried rice seller in town, maybe only your area children are buying that fried rice. Yeah, but you portray that image, and then people buy that idea, and all that you do that just to sell yourself.
Okay.
Yes, so you can fake in personal branding. A personality can be fake, and then quoted like package, and then work towards to become a reality.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I get you now. Then I think the branding is important.
Yes,
when
it's
it
important.
Comes to personal development.
It's very important when it comes to personal development. But then let me make this clear. I think if you want to make an impact in life, it is better you develop yourself. Yes, it is better you choose to develop yourself than just brand yourself. Because when you look down into history, the people that history talk about today are people who develop themselves, who identify what nature has offered them, the gift nature has offered them, and then they develop that gifts, and that gift is what sell them to the world. Yes, and so today we hear of them, or we read of them because of that development that they have done, the development of that gift that they have done. But you can brand yourself in ever maybe as yours is just that you just want to sell, so you don't care the impact you make in the world. Okay, we when today like this, when we are sitting, we can talk about several presidents from the first republic down, or since Ghana gained independence. We can talk about several presidents, but there's always one name that has always been mentioned. There's always one name. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Why?
Okay.
Yeah. You might want to become a president.
Maybe
Yes.
because of the legacy he left behind.
Good. So in personal development, the whole idea is to make impact. It doesn't matter who you are. You just want to add value to the society.
Because there are presidents after
Yes.
him who were much better when it comes to development,
Yes.
this self-branding and
Yeah.
other stuffs. But then they are not, they don't get that kind of exposure
Yeah.
as compared to Dr.
Definitely. So it's just like they didn't touch enough lives.
Okay.
So when it comes to personal development, in personal development, the person does not care what anybody thinks about, like what the society, the image the society gives to him. He just want to add value to the society, to the world. But when it comes to personal branding, you are more concerned about how the world, the society perceive you.
Wow.
Yes. So, Alaji this, and he drive the latest car in town. He drive this, so they see him. He is willing to go out there to get anything that will give him that image. Oh, you don't know the rich people in the society. Hey, this place, our area is the richest. This is yes, but there is one person afar who is sitting somewhere. All he does is go to mosque, come back. He has gathered students. He's teaching them in the society. In fact, even if he's able to send some students to school based on maybe the petty work he is doing, and then he's touching life in the community. Or there are people who are paying fees for other people, children in the society.
He makes impact on
They are,
people.
yes, they are making, and it's all of them to save that money, maybe to also work hard in other aspects, just to also get those big cars and big houses and then move around. No. The idea of all this is just what we want to touch life.
Okay.
So they are not even noticed. They might not even be noticed in the society. They might not be well noticed.
Okay.
But then in personal branding, the person elevates himself that he just have to be noticed.
All right.
So in simple terms, personal branding is more like I said, just a marketing strategy, just to sell yourself.
It's about standards.
Yes, standards.
Okay. So when you finally develop yourself, how then do you maintain or improve upon the development?
I think with this, I would say I would like to drive inspiration from one of the greatest scholars and writers of American writers, Anthony Robbins, the author of Awakening the Giant. He is one of his principles that he spoke about, and then which he refers to as what the can eye. Yes, it's an acronym. It's a CANI. They
Can
call
I?
it CANI.
Okay.
Yes. So, and it stands for what? Constant and never ending what? Improvement.
Constant and never ending
Improvement.
improvement.
So, what this simply means is that
Smart.
yes.
Already you mentioned O, see something, right?
Okay. Okay. Only quality P.
Appropriation.
So with that, constant and never ending what? Improvement.
Okay.
With that, it is all about what? Constantly updating yourself, constantly improving yourself day in, day out. So you live by the principle that guide your life, that today my tomorrow should be better than today, and tomorrow next I should be better than tomorrow.
Okay.
So today I should be better than yesterday, and tomorrow I should be better than today.
Today. Okay.
So every single day when you get up, there should be something new that should be added to your life.
Okay.
Yes, and that is why you can Chinese market. Chinese are making it listen on the market, like yes, the world market.
Whatever it is.
Yes, they constantly
must add
want to.
something
Yes, they must add value to everything, and that's why you hear people say that the Chinese always think of the poor. That whatever comes, Chinese will always try to find something to replace just for the poor to also get something. Like they will always update themselves in every aspect they do.
Then that's why some of us are still stagnant.
Yes.
So,
What is
because
the
we don't
difference
develop
between
ourselves.
iPhone 11, iPhone 12, or 13 Pro?
Okay.
When you go and pick it, yes, somebody is holding 11 and then he's moving to why? When you look at the iPhone company, you will see just constant what updating.
Okay.
There's a need
Because
for
they are
that.
all from the same
The same company. But then the constant updating is why we are pumping money to purchase them.
Wow.
Yes. So to maintain this when you developing yourself is a constant thing. So when you have developed yourself, so you have to constantly update yourself, constantly try to improve yourself till the end of your life.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me just remind people out there that we are still live on Facebook, on my personal page, that is Kharanzy GH. So you can go and watch us and also drop your comments. You can like and share as well for everybody to also benefit from this program. And then let's see what the time is saying. 1:20 p.m. right? 1:20. So we got 10 minutes to leave the studio. Wow. Then that means that we need to wrap up things. So Mr. Sadiq, before I come to you for you to tell us what this positive mindset in personal development means, I think let me go and do business with my people briefly before we continue. So we need to conclude by going to Mr. Abubakari Sadiq to help us inform our listeners what we mean by positive mindset, the concept of positive mindset in personal development. This is where we are now merging it together.
Okay, so now putting those what we have discussed together, I have to say the concept of positive mindset in personal development has to do with the role your thinking, your way of thinking plays in what the improvement or the progress or the success of your life. Yes, and then what I intend to what this means is that you see there are sometimes in life we face certain challenges and then we end up blaming people for whatever we are going through. Yes, whatever we encounter in life sometimes comes from what the prison that we have, like it's a self prison that we have put ourselves.
Okay.
Yes, so the mind is a thought factory. You can either use it to free yourself or use it to cage yourself.
Your mind
Yes.
is what you can use to free yourself
or you can cage yourself with it. Yes, so the mind plays a very delicate role in what we become. The way we use our mind determines whether we are going to be successful, or we are going to what be to fail.
Unsuccessful. Okay.
Yes. So if you are facing certain things in life, sometimes you need to pause and reflect on the way you think.
Okay.
Yes, it is said that success or failure in any undertaking course of study is more of a mental capacity, a mental attitude than a mental capacity.
How?
Yes.
Let's take
So
that.
irrespective of your like the state of your mind, you can be the most brilliant or intelligent person in the world. If you have the wrong thinking guiding that your intelligence, you will end up failing in every aspect of your life.
Meanwhile, you're brilliant.
Meanwhile, you are brilliant.
Okay.
You can be the best footballer, you can be the best musician, the best radio presenter. If you have the wrong thinking
Okay.
guiding that particular gift or talent that is given to you, or guiding the way you live your life, then you will always fail or encounter problems in every aspect of your life.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So whenever you find yourself facing, as we are wrapping up, whenever I would like to just say, whenever you find yourself in any situation in life, you need to take a pause and then look at the way, the thinking that guides whatever you're doing. Yes.
What
So
if you put a pause
yes.
and you look back into whatever you are doing or you're thinking,
Yeah.
and you've realized that your way of thinking is always positive,
Positive.
but it is not leading you to the positive or personal development you want?
So that is why you
What do
still need to review. There's something
Okay.
that is wrong somewhere.
So that means it might not even come from the way you think.
Yes. You see,
But
there are certain things that happen in the world that we see it to be normal, but it is not normal. So you can sit down and analyze the way you think, and you think that it is normal.
Okay.
But practically, when it is taken to the world of wisdom and philosophy, and it is being analyzed, you get to understand that no, something is wrong. I'm sick. I'm sick. You see, you just like you see it normal to make someone like you just give excuse them to feel that you are sick. Like you just like you don't see it oh but I'm just joking. Or you see certain things and you feel like it is a joke. But the reality is that your mind don't know a joke. That's what I was telling you, that whatever you feed your mind is just like a path that you are creating.
Okay.
Yes. And the moment that path is created, you begin to move on that particular path.
All right.
Yes.
So time is not
Yes.
by our side. Hey, 36 minutes.
Yeah.
It's after 1 p.m. So let's just conclude our show and continue next week.
Okay.
God's willing. So before we say our final words or acknowledge people, let me see. We have Abdul Rahman, who is monitoring us on Facebook Live, and also Mohammed Kamo Fauziat. Hey, Fauzi baby, how far? Miss you, baby girl. So also we have Sharifa Abdelaziz. Yes, inside. You should have just given me your location, because if I want to remember this, I might take time.
What I want to say is I want to tell everyone out there to yes, we should always learn to have a positive mind whenever we wake up every morning. Just think straight, say something positive to yourself, and then encourage yourself in every situation. So to my shout out, in fact, there's one big shout out that I want to do, because today we both had a bigger surprise in the studio.
Sorry for that one. I'm so sorry.
The youngest movie maker and movie director,
Yeah.
youngest director Ibi. Yes, youngest director Ibi is in Tamale. In fact, he's based in Kumasi, but he's in Tamale running some programs here. In fact, today he's surprised. When he called and told me he was here, I didn't believe it.
Seriously?
Yes, I didn't believe it. In fact, he was just
I
standing.
didn't even know that he was to stay this long.
Seriously.
Because he said he had some important things.
Definitely, yeah,
But
yeah.
here he is
With a busy schedule, yeah, he had a program. He has a program with Israel. Yeah, but then he has sacrificed time for us, and then he's here to support. Personally, he's a brother. Yeah, he's a big brother. We are related, not in any way, but like not maybe like you say, maybe we are just related, because His mom and my mom are just from the same home. Yeah,
Wow.
so we are
They are
just related.
family.
Yeah,
So
we
we
are
are
family. He
glad
has
to
come
know
here,
that.
and in fact, he has sacrificed all this time for us. I want to say thank you so much to him, and we look forward to joining him on his Sky is the Limit program. Yeah, we look forward to joining him and having him back to this day in these studios whenever he gets the opportunity. Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir,
I'll
for
also
this time.
join hands with you to thank him because he has done a wonderful job by staying with us and
But
also covering our program. So it is indeed a blessing to have him. So thank you very much. And also to you, our listeners, we thank you so much for always being with us. Do stay with us because DJ 2P, Honorable PM, Mr. Touchdown, Mr. Takeover, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Romeo, you are highly welcome to Bongo FM. We are looking forward to see you.
EB Studios.